In a world like none other, there comes one man in search of plastic, in search of cons. He is known as Plasticon. Join him as he brings toys from another dimension to a household near you. Hey guys, Plasticon here. How you guys doing? Been a bit. Just a little bit of an update video here for you guys, because considering a lot of you guys are like all wigging out about like this COPPA thing and the FTC and all this, I didn't think I'd ever have to do a video like this, but here it is. Anyhow, the biggest thing that's going to be going on my channel, I do have a thing there where you can actually select a video, whether it's good for kids or if it's not for kids. A lot of people are like on this big crazy thing, deleting their channels and this, that, and the other. I really don't think that's a necessary thing considering what's going on. COPPA and the FTC's actually talked. You got some stuff going on to make it so that way it's a little easier for us content makers to figure out whether our content's actually for kids. Now, yes, some of my stuff could be geared toward children because considering Generation 2 is very colorful, it's probably going to flag some stuff. And guess what? It had. I went through and actually looked at some of my videos, and to be honest, the only ones that really don't flag for kids is like my vlogs and stuff like that. So I just went through and like checked a couple. There was a couple that worked, set up the correct way. And to be honest, you know, if my videos don't have comments on them, that's fine. Let me tell you guys why. I've been on Facebook for a very long time. I happen to have several different ways for you guys to get hold of me. You guys that actually follow me on Facebook know my name. A lot of you guys out there that follow me on Plasticon Studios on my Facebook, you guys know that you can contact me through there. I happen to have 2 Generation 2 things. I got one that I started as a Generation 2 group that's actually new that I started up. Mainly because I have a lot of people out there trying to contact me about selling their older toys. So I'm like, okay, might as well do this, set this up, so that way you guys can actually sell some toys back and forth, communicate, and all this kind of thing. I wanted to do this for a community because the community needs to be out there for Generation 2, period. The other thing I did is I actually set up a other page that's my Generation 2 page. Now there are 2 different ones that are out there on Facebook. Mine happens to have all the comic book art as the banner. So if you guys are trying to find that one, that's it. I really don't remember how many people were following it. I know it's like over 1,600 people. So if that's the way you want to contact me, fine. I've got plenty of ways for you guys to get hold of me. Now this is the other thing. A lot of people are like, oh well, what about the content monetization and this, that, and the other, dealing with all the money. Guess what? I don't make a lick, not even a dime, doing YouTube. I do YouTube because I want to bring something great to everybody out there in the world. I want kids to see it. I want adults to see it. I want grandfathers to see it. I want uncles to see it. I want aunts to see it. I want all of them. Why? Why do I want everybody to see this stuff? Because in the end, all that really matters is, hey, child was really, really obsessed with, say, good old Bumblebee, right? Bumblebee is like all the craze nowadays. Well, guess what? Every grandfather out there, everybody out there is going to search for this little plastic robot called Bumblebee. And some people are going to be like, oh, there's a Generation 2 version. Well, they're going to find it probably on my page and have a billion other people that are on YouTube and such. And guess what? I'm not the only person that's ever done Generation 2 reviews. So the biggest thing I'm trying to get to you guys is the fact that I'm going to continue doing toy reviews. I might continue doing vlogs. Maybe I might end up doing cute little skits and little story time things like I do every now and then. Because considering I like to tell stories with some of my toys, it's not really geared toward children, it's geared toward everybody. Period. End of story. Adults and children. And there are some videos I've actually had that are flagged for that. That's fine. Because if you guys really want to comment on stuff, I tend to share all my videos on Facebook. They actually get hit to my Twitter. So, you guys see it, it's on my Twitter. There's a lot of times that people are like, oh, well, you know, I don't really do Twitter or this, that, and the other. That's fine. No problem with that whatsoever. The biggest thing I want you guys to take from this is I don't make money on YouTube. So, this whole, like, Patreon thing, stuff like that, that's for you guys out there that are really trying to make a dime doing this. I don't do this to make money. I do this because I want to do it because it's fun. In a way, this is a lot of therapy for me in a lot of ways. Because I like to share the cool stuff that I create and the cool stuff I come across. On top of the fact that I like to create videos. I like to create model kits. I like to create miniatures. I like to shoot miniatures. I like to do storytelling stuff because a lot of you guys know I happen to have a film background. So why wouldn't I want to do that? It's therapy for me, and it helps me do what I need to do in order to create something awesome for everybody out there. Because quite frankly, I think the world's got enough going on, but sometimes we need a little bit of something that kind of just, hey, I'm going to share this little plastic robot I have because I want to. It's cool. That's a little car too. I mean, come on. Who doesn't like that kind of stuff? That's the biggest thing. And that's one thing I want you guys to take from this is the fact that I'm going to create videos because I'm creating them to share it with the world. I have some convention videos out there. Maybe a kid might click on it. Maybe a kid won't. The biggest thing is a lot of people don't realize that all of the videos that are being put out there is the fact that kids are going to watch them regardless. The thing is making money off of them. I'm not looking to make money on this at all. I actually started this out years ago as just a way to get my feet wet in pushing my limits to see how good I could be at being a filmmaker on top of the fact of trying to balance life. Well, finding out that it's a very difficult thing to do. And the thing is, making money on YouTube isn't what is going to make the bills paid for me. I like to pay my bills the old-fashioned way. I work. I have a job. I work 40 hours a week. And the thing is, I'm happy I work 40 hours a week. I'm thankful for that. And I'm very thankful for the fact that I'm able to share this kind of content with you guys. Because this stuff really means a lot to a lot of people. That's the biggest thing about this whole situation dealing with any video making whatsoever. I just wanted to make sure that you guys out there understand that, hey, I'll put a couple links below for the Facebook groups I have. And then on top of that, if you guys want to comment on this video, feel free. If you guys want to share it, feel free, do whatever you gotta do. But the biggest thing I want you guys to take from this whole thing is the fact that I'm not making money on YouTube. So my channel will be there. I do know that there's some scare dealing with YouTube possibly getting rid of smaller channels. I see them doing that because it's a lucrative thing. But I also see there's a possibility they might not even do that because if they kill off a lot of the content they have on there that has just some dudes shooting cat videos to put out there, or some families just sharing videos back and forth because sometimes that's the easiest way for them to communicate. Stuff like that. I mean, if they get rid of that, okay. A lot of us are just going to move over to a different platform. I mean, there's thousands of other platforms out there, and that's the biggest thing that everybody needs to take from us. As when it comes to like the fine thing, to be honest, if they're going to really do anything to you, they're going to contact you right away and they're going to do investigation. And if it turns out that, say you did something and you did accidentally mark it that way, if you're refusing to do anything and you're going to be like, oh, well, I'm doing this because of this, this, and this, and this isn't right, and you have money for a lawyer, go right ahead. But if you don't have the money for a lawyer, then you probably should be getting ready to just like yank that video down and then be done with it. Because there's some people out there that are just kind of fighting tooth and nail. I get it. I understand. It's heartbreaking for everybody. But the fact of the matter is, hey, I've watched a lot of videos out there dealing with this. I'm talking about, I've watched everything from Lego reviews to our Transformer reviews to people that don't even do any kind of reviews whatsoever like that, even dealing with like video games, or even there's a guy out there that's got videos about that actually has like a social media lawyer that's actually talked about this stuff. There are a lot of things going on right now. It's a very gray area. But the fact of the matter is, guys, they're toys. And I hate to say it, a toy is going to be geared toward a child. And the thing is, if you're really making that video specifically for children, they're going to figure that out. But they're seeing, oh, you're doing a, like, go back in my archives. I actually literally, for my mini bots, I have 1 minute videos. It's, oh, here's Bumblebee. He rolls around. I pick him up. I transform him. There he is. Robot mode. Done. If that's appealing to a child, okay. But if it's not appealing to a child, and somebody's like, oh, well, that was a quick little thing for showing how to transform Bumblebee in like a minute. Well, there you go. The thing is, most of us out there really aren't really making videos for children. We're making it for everybody. And I really think here in the future, things will either A, they'll get better, or B, they'll get worse and everybody will just yank their channels down. And my whole thing is, if a lot of us do, most of you guys are going to follow us to a different platform anyway. I know a lot of guys out there are like, oh, well, I need Patreon money to keep going. I don't need Patreon money to keep going. My 2 hands and my feet, and this is how I make my money. I don't make my money through charity service and such. I know way back when I first started YouTube, I was giving toys away. I mean, I literally was doing giveaways because I wanted to get the subscriber base up so people could really notice what I was doing out there. But the fact of the matter is, as time has progressed on this channel and things have kind of gone the direction they have, I know a lot of guys are like, oh, well, when are you going to review that toy? Or when is this going to come out? Or are you ever going to do this? Well, in due time, I will. But it's much like the vlog I put out a long time ago for you guys. I'm going to be doing this at my own measure, when I feel like doing it, and I don't want to feel like I'm being pressured into trying to do something I don't want to do. If FTC and COPPA comes up and say, hey, we think a lot of your content is this, then your response will be either A, you'll be taking down the videos on your channel, maybe, or B, you'll be like, oh, let me call my lawyer. If that's what you need to do, it's what you need to do. But the fact of the matter is, if you really think it's going to be something that's going to be geared directly toward children, because I kind of hate to say it, a lot of my G2 stuff kind of more or less looks like kids' toys. I mean, come on. Half of these, you gotta remember what the ages were on the boxes back in the day. Although they're not a current toy, I think that's more what it is. Because we got a lot of people out there buying the stuff off the shelf, taking it home. This is my Spider-Man figure. This is what he does. And then putting it in a bin. And it's something bought for what? Between $5 to $30. And most parents will be like, oh, well, you know, if it's like a $10 toy, they'll buy it. But you gotta look at the ages on the box. Because sometimes that might define what you're trying to do. And I do know, I watched MGo's video, and I know this is kind of rambling a little, but I did watch MGo's video talking about, he held up the $400 masterpiece Optimus Prime, and then held up the RID Prime that is like maybe $8, $9 on the shelf or something like that. according to COPPA and FTC, it doesn't matter what it is, because it's a toy. And toys appeal to children, we get that. Is your video appealing to children? Possibly. Fact of the matter is, YouTube went through, flagged quite a few of mine. Okay, fine, that's fine. I went through them and I was like, yeah, well, I guess that could be toward kids. If that's what you want to flag it as, that's fine. Yeah, there won't be any comments or any of that, but guess what? You still can go to my channel and watch stuff. You might not get a notification bell because I put up a video about a toy review, but you'll get notification bells if you get a vlog from me. You'll see the videos that I'm going to be posting, like my Jax's review I did like a few weeks ago. I put that one up. It gets hits or whatever. If it's geared toward children, sorry, it's geared toward children, but it still doesn't keep me from copying the link in my web browser and dropping it in Facebook. That's how you guys mainly follow me anyway. And if you're not following me that way, then please do, because then you'll see more content. Because trust me, I've got a lot of content. There's a lot of stuff I put out there. I really try not to, this whole like cursing in videos and stuff like that, that is not even going to affect what you're doing, whether it flags it or not, guys. It just doesn't. I heard one guy's going to cuss like a sailor in his videos and it's going to cause this. No. Quite frankly, I find that very immature. You should be creating content that's tasteful for everybody. That is my own opinion. I know I'm probably going to get some backlash for that, but guess what? Apples and oranges, guys. Apples and oranges. That's what that is. Some people like oatmeal. Some people like cereal. And some people prefer a Pop-Tart overall. Put it that way. That's just kind of how it is. Not everybody is after the same kind of video review. Some people like my style. Some people find it annoying. Some people might just like someone to plop the toy in front, do what they gotta do, and be done with the video. I've seen people literally have no editing whatsoever and rip open the box, do it all right there, and turn off the camera and be done. Well, that's what you can do for a toy review, great. I myself, I like doing toy reviews, and I also like telling little stories and coming up with stuff. Why? Because it's fun. It's entertainment for me, and it's entertainment for people out there. So if they want to flag it for children, great, that's fine. Because guess what? It might be toward a kid. The kid might actually get a kick out of that. I'm fine with that, because you know what? I think kids should enjoy things in life just as much as adults. Should we be making money off of it? No. So, also YouTube, if you guys are out there watching my stuff, let you guys know. If you want to demonetize my stuff, I don't care. Because I'm not in this to make money. I'm in this to do stuff, more or less therapy for myself, and creating something awesome for the world. Because the world needs more creators like us that want to do stuff for other people, not just themselves. Anyhow, this has been Plasticon. This has been yet another vlog, because I had to, I guess. Didn't really have to, but I just want to let you guys know what's going on with the channel. Anyhow, this is me, signing off. Peace out, you guys. See you around. Bye.